In this 25th anniversary year of September 11th, the Tunnel to Towers Foundation continues to honor America's heroes. Heroes like Fire Lieutenant Michael Wells, who was inspired by 9/11 to serve his community. After 14 dedicated years of service, he lost his battle with occupational cancer, leaving behind his wife, Katie, and their 3 children. Tunnel to Towers honored Lieutenant Wells by paying off the family's mortgage in recognition of his sacrifices. Donate $11 monthly and amplify your impact with a car or land donation. Go to T2T.org.
Now, from New York City to the world, it's Dominic Carter.
And a programming note later on today, 3 p.m. Eastern, I'll be talking to former Trump press secretary Sean Spicer, who'll join me. But this hour, King Charles has wrapped up his New York visit. Democrats, at least elected officials, you hate kings. You said no King's Day, but you clap like seals for King Charles. And let's not play stupid games now. It's up to prosecutors and perhaps a judge and jury to determine what James Comey meant. But ask President Trump. And just hours ago, the president said Comey probably endangered his life with the 8647 seashell post.
Well, if anybody knows anything about crime, they know 86. You know what 86? It's a mob term for kill 'em. You know, you ever see the movies? 86 'em. The mobster says to one of his wonderful associates, 86 'em. That means kill 'em. It's, I think of it as a mob term. I don't know, people think of it as something having to do with disappearing, but the mob uses that term to say when they want to kill somebody, they say, 86, the son of a gun. I'm trying to keep the language nice and clear. They don't use that term, son of a gun. They use another term. But that's a mob term for kill 'em. Yeah.
But do you really think your life was in danger?
Probably. I don't know. You know, based on what I'm seeing out there, yeah. The people like Comey have created tremendous danger, I think, for politicians and others. Comey is a dirty cop. He's a very dirty cop. He cheated on the elections. He tried to help Hillary Clinton, as you know. He dismissed a lot of things that he should have proceeded with. I wasn't involved, but he should have proceeded with. No, he's a dirty cop. He's a crooked man, yeah.
And now we'll come back to this topic, but now we turn to King Charles.
The royals spent today in New York, King Charles and Queen Camilla making a solemn first visit to the site of the 9/11 attacks. Later, the Queen visited the New York Public Library and met with a fellow book lover, Sarah Jessica Parker. Also donated a missing toy to the library's Winnie the Pooh exhibit. Meanwhile, back home, the future king and queen, William and Kate, celebrated a wedding anniversary, their 15th.
So King Charles and his wife, escorted by former New York City Mayor Michael Bloomberg, was down at the 9/11 memorial. And also the king, that is, also visited the Harlem Urban Farm program, which is for children. His motorcade pulled up to 134th Street in the middle of the African-American community. Lots of cheers. And folks, frankly, this is how you make the world a better place. The king walked around with the kids and even fed some of the chickens with them. And as far as a critique from the children, some of what they had to say.
It was really good meeting the king. It was cool. I gave him a note, and it was kind of like an invite, and he also asked about the food that he was asking about the mango black bean salsa.
So the king with some of the kids in Harlem, New York, 800-848-9222. Another event where apparently he has a relationship where they work on foundations together. Another event where the king spoke and entertainer Lionel Richie was there.
and with the help of people like Lionel Richie. And I really mind that he isn't singing this evening. It's always a great treat. I don't know how he does it. He must gargle with port or something.
So the king's comments went over well everywhere that he went. I'm still stuck on the SEALs. The Democrats, the elected officials that can't stand for anything in the State of the Union address. The same room, the same podium, but when it's King Charles, just like SEALs. But when it's President Trump, sit on those hands, absolutely nothing. Let's go back to what we started with in terms of James Comey, and we're going to start with your telephone calls in a moment. The acting Attorney General of the United States stating this about the case.
If anybody in this country thinks, especially what happened over the past couple years with respect to President Trump, that it is okay for anybody to threaten the President of the United States, that it is okay to threaten the President of the United States and then have the media or others say, well, that's not serious, then we have a bigger problem than I even imagined in this country. Of course it's serious when you threaten the President of the United States, and anybody that tries to put forward some narrative that this is just about seashells or something to the contrary is missing the point. You cannot threaten the President of the United States. That's not my decision. That's Congress's decision in a law that they passed. And so, yes, of course, this is a serious case.
There you have it, 800-848-9222. We see all your telephone calls. We're about to begin with them momentarily. Your live calls, 800-848-9222. So, from the White House Correspondents' Dinner Saturday night, one of the images, the lasting images, was Erica Kirk, the widow of Charlie Kirk. She looked so elegant, and she was walking out, escorted out in tears. And I don't think she knew the cameras were recording, and she was crying, and she said that she just wanted to go home. Well, on her podcast, she explained why she was there in the first place.
Everyone is asking why I even went to the White House Correspondents' Dinner. And it was because many of the journalists in that room have attempted to dehumanize me, and I wanted to meet some of them face to face, quite frankly. Why have a conversation about me when you can have a conversation with me? So, for example, a journalist from the Daily Mail came up to me. She introduced herself, and she was very gracious. She was saying, "You look so beautiful. I'm so sorry for your loss." To which I replied, "It is so nice to put a name to the face, especially with all of the slander, the lies, accusations that are out there surrounding my husband's murder and myself." And I said to her, "You know what's so interesting? This is my first time at the White House Correspondents' Dinner, and I find it so fascinating, the dynamic that is going on right now, because everyone is all dressed up, and you guys are co-mingling in and out of each other's cocktail parties. And so for one night, you are able to put aside all of your differences for the sake of freedom of speech. And then by Monday morning, things will go back to being an absolute bloodbath between all of you." To which she replied, literally, she said, "I know. Isn't it special, right? Isn't tonight so special?"
So, Erica Kirk there, and I'm looking at my Twitter at my ex, Patty, I feel your pain. Patty says, at Dominic TV, horrific, how much more? She retweets that here in New York City, the NYPD is searching for suspects after a 13-year-old boy, and it's all on video on Memorex. A 13-year-old boy brutally attacked in Queens, New York. The teen was beaten and stabbed with a large knife and struck with metal poles while being robbed of his backpack and shoes. And after they beat the living you-know-what out of this kid, you see them literally snatch off his sneakers. You know where they do that a lot at, folks? They do that a lot in jail. in prison. These kids trying to imitate what they see, not understanding that if they go to prison, they don't understand that they're the weak ones that will be literally eaten up, literally. And I'm being clean in the terms that I use, by the real criminals. So they don't understand that part. They think that they are part of being a thug, as the kids will say, I'm a thug. No, you're not. 800-848-9222. Let's go to Tim, line 3 in Queens. Tim, good morning. What's on your mind?
Hey, Dominic. Thanks for taking my call. What's on my mind is 9/11. I'm so happy King Charles came down there to remember that horrible and tragic day that as New Yorkers will never forget. So I appreciate that. But I was so disgusted that our mayor, our so-called mayor, Donnie, showed his face there. He has no business setting foot anywhere near the 9/11 memorial when his best buddy, Hassan Piker, said, and I quote, America deserved 9/11. Donnie is a disgrace, and he had no business being there today, and he makes me want to throw up. So that's my 2 cents.
Well, you know, Tim, but now I'm being sarcastic. Why should he throw up? It's all about him and his image and his social media. And he got the smile in front of the king. That's all that counts. That's all that counts.
That's it.
You know, he shouldn't be there. And Hassan Piker, he said America deserved 9/11. And there's Donnie. It doesn't matter. And Donnie lecturing, ask, what would he say to the king if he had a private audience? I tell him to return the diamond back to England. Who are you? You are the little boy mayor of New York City. You are the biggest joke of New York right now. Donnie. I don't care what these little girls do in terms of, Donnie. And you think you're the man because you walk around, and the masses that don't know any better, they treat you like Michael Jackson in his heyday. But you are a joke, man. Don't you get it, Donnie? You are a joke, a complete joke. Tim, thank you for that telephone call. Let's go to Larry in Tampa, Florida. Larry, what's on your mind?
Good evening, Mr. Carter. I think that the FCC should require that ABC TV show cause how the messages they authorize Jimmy Kimmel to put out, hate messages to kill, are in the public interest, lest their license be revoked.
But right now, Larry, they're not dealing with ABC, the network. The FCC is dealing with ABC affiliates, where they're going one by one. And frankly, it would, and thank you for the call, I've got to take a break. It's much easier to knock off the affiliates in terms of the FCC than to take on the powerhouse network. So right now, they're looking at the licenses of individual stations. What do you mean by that, Dominic? So they have a network operated and owned. Those are in major markets. That's not what we're talking about. I believe we're talking about in places like Pittsburgh or small cities in Michigan, all over America, in Kansas. The individual licenses. We see your telephone calls. Time for a break. We are coming right back.
The Dominic Carter Show
on the Red Apple Podcast Network.
Mom, can you tell me a story?
Sure. Once upon a time, a mom needed a new car.
Was she brave?
She was tired, mostly. But she went to Carvana.com and found a great car at a great price. No secret treasure map required.
Did she have to fight a dragon?
Nope. She bought it 100% online. From her bed, actually.
Was it scary?
Honey, it was as unscary as car buying could be.
Did the car have a sunroof?
It did, actually.
Okay, good story.
Car buying you'll want to tell stories about. Buy your car today on
Carvana.
Delivery fees may apply.
Now, from New York City to the world, it's Dominic Carter.
And right back to your telephone calls, 800-848-9222. Mike in New Jersey. Good morning, Mike. What's on your mind?
Hey, Dominic. Jim Comey never worked in a restaurant. He worked investigating crimes all his life. What do you think he meant? Common sense, TDS is blocking people's common sense. We know what he meant.
Right. So wait, I don't understand, Mike. What do you? We all know what he meant, but what are you trying to say here?
Well, a lot of people defend him by saying 86 means to throw things out, in a restaurant.
It does, but it also means to kill people.
Yeah, but what do you think he meant by it? Because, he doesn't work in restaurants. He worked in investigating crime all his life.
Right.
So
you
how
know what
can
he
you
meant.
say that?
It's what someone on the left do. It's what Jimmy Kimmel does. You do the damage, you throw the mud, and then you go, me? No, not me. I didn't mean that. I didn't mean widow. I meant because of age. I meant because of this. I meant because of that. It's the same thing with Comey. But we'll see what the prosecutors have to say, what the judge has to say, and if necessary, what the jury has to say. Thank you for the great call, Mike. Let's go to Russ, line 1, White Plains. What's on your mind, Russ?
Hey, Dominic, if Donnie shows up at 9/11 ceremonies, he's blamed. If Donnie doesn't show up, he gets blamed. He's damned if he do, damned if he doesn't. But the king, I agree, should return the stolen items that England looted from former colonies. It's in line with the UN resolution declaring the slave trade.
Russ, let me stop you there.
Okay.
Who do you think Donnie is? To let the king on American soil, and you're going to lecture the king, and then you get a chance to meet him, and you smiling in his face like a little teenage girl? Come on, Russ, he's being a total phony.
No, he charmed Trump, and he's charming the king.
Excuse me, Trump charmed him. Trump is playing chess.
No,
I'm waiting for the moment that when Trump is going to destroy Donnie. No, you didn't. I know you didn't just say that Donnie charmed President Trump. It's the other way around. Until Trump decides that you have no more value, it's time for you to go. You do understand that, Russ, right?
No, Trump has to come back to Donnie's New York City, and I just wish...
The President of the United States got to come back to this clown. To this little boy. Are you serious?
He doesn't want to live in Mar-a-Lago.
Are you serious? Who wouldn't want to live in Florida and pay less taxes? What's wrong with you, Russ? The billions of his companies. Are you kidding me? Why do you think Trump established residency there to begin with?
Dominic, I just wish he had asked the king to apologize for the Balfour Agreement and all the trouble that's been caused in Palestine because of what England did there. That's
Russ,
what he should have asked to apologize.
Let me ask you a question. I know this game you play on the radio. But I met you, and you're a straight up guy. Why do you get on the radio and say the things that you say? Why do you do it?
I believe because I space it out once a week and you appreciate it. Unlike Gracie, who calls twice a day and you take her calls. I just don't understand that.
So now you're going to hate on Gracie? Oh,
right,
man, you're going to hate on Gracie. Maybe Gracie has something to say, and maybe, Russ, Gracie is saying something that resonates with the masses. Russ, you can do better, man. You can do better. I know you can. Thank you for the call. It is now time for a break, and we are coming right back.
The Dominic Carter Show
on the Red Apple Podcast Network.
Fox News is now streaming live on Fox One. When it matters most, turn to the voices you trust. We go beyond the headlines, bringing you the stories you won't hear anywhere else. Live coverage, sharp analysis, real perspective. At home or on the go. Stay connected when it counts. Stream Fox News on Fox One. Download today.
Introducing Home Care Plus, a new subscription service from Lowe's that helps make life easier by giving members a hand with home maintenance. Let Lowe's tackle the tasks you keep meaning to do, like electric dryer vent cleaning, replacing hard-to-reach light bulbs, and more. Subscribe to Home Care Plus for just $99 a year and consider your to-do list done. Members get more at Lowe's. Available in select zip codes only. Cancel anytime. Non-refundable fee. Product purchase required. Terms and service restrictions apply. Details at lowes.com/terms. Subject to change.
Now, from New York City to the world, it's Dominic Carter.
Our mayor, our 34-year-old mayor, who doesn't know Jack, but boy is he Mr. Big Stuff. Who do you think you are? You want to lecture King Charles. Mom Donnie, what's your opinion on world peace? What's your opinion on this? What's your opinion on that? What's your opinion on the budget that you want an extension for? Oh, Mom Donnie, say it ain't so. Oh, he's so cute. He's so cute. Matt Blaze, have you seen the young ladies on social media? You know what? Soundbite number one. They have all of these pretty young ladies, and they are pretty now. They look exotic. I'm not going to lie to you. I'm not going to lie. And they're just shaking it to this.
The name is Mom Donnie. M-A-M-D-A-N-I. The name is Mom Donnie. M-A-M-D-A-N-I. You should learn how to say it. M-A-M-D-A-N-I.
So, have you seen the social? I mean, these exotic-looking young ladies, and they're just shaking it, Matt Blaze. The name is Mom Donnie. Have you seen those yet?
I have, and like you said, they are pretty young ladies.
Yeah, pretty young ladies, and they're just having a good time.
Smitten with the young mayor.
Right. Mom Donnie! Yeah. So Matt Blaze, we talked about this yesterday. We got to follow up. Here. Let's follow up. But so that the audience can follow us, let's set the stage here.
Would you take this taxi in New York City? Air taxis now being tested. Joby Aviation conducting 10 days of demo flights. The electric air taxi, built like an oversized drone, gets you from Manhattan to JFK Airport in 7 minutes.
So I'm going to go to Dave in Canada in just a minute. But I just want to follow up. You got on your LL Cool J T-shirt today.
Yes.
And you know what? I'm a little annoyed at you because you and Tony,
Why?
guys, I have never had the ability. I guess I have to ask Liz in Florida. In Florida. I have never had the ability. I just can't do it. I can't wear it. I can wear a T-shirt and it looks great the first time.
Right.
And after that first time, it's downhill. One, I think they hide things from me at home and they think it's funny because I'll never find it again.
Oh, I hate
And when I
happens.
find it again, it's wrinkled. And when you wear your T-shirts, they're never wrinkled. They look brand new every single time. What's up with that?
You got to fold them out of a dryer.
Oh.
That's the way to do it. And you got to make sure you get the right size. Things don't shrink like they used to, but they shrink a little bit. So you got to make sure you size it right. And also the quality of the T-shirt. Like I have certain T-shirts that I bought, and I'll never wear them because I put it on and I look at it and I go, this doesn't look right. It's just the way it fits. It's like a weird, because they're cheap. If it's a cheap shirt,
But it looks like that T-shirt is brand new. LL Cool J.
well, I don't
And
wear
how
it
long
that
have you had
often.
T-shirt?
I don't know. I probably had it for 6 months, 7 months.
It looks brand new.
Yeah, 'cause, I got a lot of T-shirts. That's
So-
what I wear. You wear
Yeah,
suits and ties. Me,
Right,
T-shirts
right,
and sweatpants every day.
Right. Well, to each its own, right?
That's true.
So you said last night you wouldn't ride that
No.
7-minute ride.
I'm not getting in that drone, that remote control plane.
Right. That's what it looks
I swear,
like,
I think there's
right?
some guy. You don't see a pilot because there's a guy on the ground with a remote control flying that thing around. I mean, it's like, what is that thing? Got propellers on it.
Wow.
Like, I think I had toys that looked like that. Like, what is
Wow.
this?
Yeah, I wonder if our audience would try it. 7 minutes from the heliport, 30th Street to JFK. That's not bad. You can't beat it.
No, especially when what the alternative is to get on.
Have you ever tried the what do you call it? Train to the plane? And
No,
you gotta step over the homeless people.
No, I've never done any of that, but I know.
And pay what, $11 to ride it?
But I know, and anybody who's been in New York or any of the New Yorkers know that at any day or any time of day, unless it's maybe from 2 a.m. to 3 a.m., but any other time of day, the Belt Parkway to get to JFK.
Right, a parking lot.
All the time.
All the time. You can count on it.
So, yeah, it sounds good, 7 minutes, but when I look at that little remote control plane,
Right,
I'll sit in traffic.
Okay. I hear you. So before I let you go, Matt Blaze, you got to give me your opinion on Mom Donnie. He wants the king to return the diamond, and then he meets the king, and he looks like a teenager looking up to the king. What a phony.
Yeah, if you're going to talk some smack, then why don't you say it to his face and be like,
right.
Hey, you should really return those jewels. If you're going to say it, then say it. If you're going to meet, if they're going to ask you, when you meet the king, or if you have a question for the king, what were you going to say? And that's his answer. And then he meets the king and doesn't say that. Well, then you look like, and obviously it's true, you just did that for the camera, for the interview at the time. Because you didn't say that to the king. And why are you worrying about that? Some jewels from like 100 years ago anyway, that's in a museum somewhere on display. It's not like the king's got it in his bedroom or in a vault and he's just holding it there. It's ridiculous. It's crazy.
I'm sure, Matt Blaze, that the king has a look for when someone asks something stupid. He just looks, and it's like, 86 this dude, get rid of him. Whoop. Right. Sorry, the king doesn't have time. It's got to be something.
Like, of all the questions you can ask the king, who waited all these years to be the king.
Right.
Of all the questions, that's the one you want to talk about?
Right.
Like, it's like the nerdiest question ever, like, or the nerdiest thing to say, and kind of insulting, which he didn't say anyway. But you could have come up with something to ask.
You know, Matt, and I got to move on. I'm going to bring up Dave right now, but I want to get to something else, because Mom Donnie, rather than talking about the king returning some diamond, why don't you get your racist wife in check? How about that? How about say, honey, we're living off the taxpayers. Honey, we're living in a mansion. Honey, you can't use the N-word. Honey, you can't dislike Jewish people. Some of the police officers putting their lives on the line for us, honey, they happen to be Jewish or African American. Oh, his name is Mom Donnie, right? Say it right there. One more time, Matt Blaze. One more time.
The name is Mom Donnie. M-A-M-D-A-N-I. The name is Mom Donnie. M-A-M-D-A-N-I.
Okay, the name is Mom Donnie. But go learn how to say it. But go to his new theme song. Mr. Big Stuff. Oh yeah, Mom Donnie, you go. Oh, Mom Donnie, you're so cool. Wannabe rapper. Mr. Big Stuff. This is Mom Donnie. This song was made for you, Mom Donnie. You wear all those fancy suits. Oh, yeah, Mom Donnie. Oh, yeah, escorted by the NYPD. You're higher. That's him right there. King Mom Donnie. Who do you think you are? Let's go to Dave in Canada. Dave, what's on your mind?
Dominic, I don't know where to start listening to all your guests that came on, but I'm telling you, you might be able to tell me, who was that baseball team that got the name of Murderers Row? What team was that? Was that the Yankees or?
I don't know. When you bring up baseball, the only thing I can tell you, Dave, right? Here's a quick story. I'm going to let you make your point. Quick story, right? Perhaps an appropriate story, but it's a true story. So, wait. Hold on 1 second, Dave. You brought up baseball, so I'm going to go there. Just hold on 1 second. I'm going to let you get your point across. I'm not a strip club guy. Never been a strip club guy. It just doesn't do anything for me. I'm going to get myself in trouble right now. I'm the type of guy that if I look at something, I'm going to leave it at that. And I get invited by the Murray Weiss. I think he's retired. He was the bureau chief for the New York Post. He invites me to Scores one night. I didn't want to go. I swear I didn't want to go. So we get the Scores. I'm coming back to you, Dave, in a second. But you brought up baseball. So we're at Scores. Free lap dances, free drinks, free. You would think Mom Donnie was there, right? And so we don't pay for anything. Why are you laughing, Matt Blaze? And I there's a certain listener, she's going right now, that is too much information. Don't go there. But I'm going there. So, Dave, here's the point. The entire baseball team, I think it was the Milwaukee Brewers, they were there. Now, this is now 2 o'clock in the morning. The New York Yankees were there. This was at Scores. They had a game at 2 o'clock that day, and we're all sitting up there drunk. The journalists, the Yankees, and the Brewers. I think it was the Brewers. Okay, so Dave, get back to your story. You brought up baseball. When you mention baseball, I think about the game takes too darn long, and I think about my Scores story with the strippers. Okay, Dave, go ahead.
Well, what I was going to say about Murderers Row, this is like the whole lineup that I've listened to. You have Mark Levin. He does his stuff.
Okay, wait, Dave. What is the point? I don't need to hear a schedule of different shows. Where are you going with this?
Well, it's just one good person after another listening to 770 up here, all the different guests.
Right. But understand, Dave, right now we're on nationally, so people in other cities, they have no idea the lineup that you're talking about locally. What's the point you're trying to make, Dave?
Well, I didn't know that about it was nationally. But,
okay, Dave, for the last time, I'm losing my patience. What is the point you're trying to make?
Your screener, thank him very much for letting me on here. But I was going to talk about Mr. Modani there. Why is he still around? How come someone hasn't?
Because he's the mayor.
A pot shot at this guy.
Oh, no. We can't do that. No. Thank you for the call, Dave. No. We don't do that. Listen, we kid around a lot. I do not want anything to happen to the mayor, his family, his wife. And I should have known that he didn't get to the point. I should have known it was a wacko call. But blame me for that. We don't subscribe to that. The management doesn't subscribe to that. No. That's a major no. We do not want anything to happen to anyone. The mayor of New York, especially the mayor, whether we like it or not, he's the leader of the city of New York, and he's a national leader because whoever holds the job of mayor out of New York City has the platform. They say it's the second toughest job in America. Sandra in New Jersey, what's on your mind?
Oh, Dominic, every day I wish that Mandami listens to you because everything you say is so right and look what you just said. What you just said is so beautiful. It shows how we are, even though we may not like this man and his policies. We don't wish what they wish for Trump. So that was beautiful what you just said. But I wish that he listens to you, Dominic. Do you think he does? I hope he does.
I'm sure he does. I know he knows who I am. Call me petty. I saw him at the inner circle. He walked past me. I shouldn't admit this, Sandra, but I'm going to admit it. So he walked past me, and I expected him. I've been in this game 40 years. So I expected him to kiss my ring, and I guess he expected me to kiss his ring. And guess what? Mr. Big Stuff walked past me. He didn't acknowledge me. I didn't acknowledge him, and I didn't care because, that's how I feel, But he's 34 years old, and he doesn't need anybody, Sandra. He's Mr. Big Stuff. Go right ahead. Yes, he is. There we go, Sandra. Sandra, can I get a one, Mr. Big Stuff? Who do you think you are? Can I get one? Go ahead. Come on, Sandra.
What?
Come on, Sandra.
Who do you are? I don't know. I have
Mr. Big Stuff. Who do you think you are? Come on, Sandra. Sandra. Oh, Sandra. Sandra.
What?
And now you told me before that I can't sing. and I can't sing, and I just ask you for one Mr. Big Stuff, can I get one? I got to toss to a break in a second, but can I get one?
Mr. Big Stuff, who do you think you are?
There
Mr.
you go,
Big
Sandra.
Stuff,
What's the point?
You are.
There you go, Sandra. There you go, Sandra. So you just made my night, Mr. Big Stuff. You're like rapping Liz. A week ago, Liz called up and had a rap, and she started rapping. Oh, so you heard her rapping? Okay.
Yeah.
Okay. Hey, before I let you go, how's your husband's health?
My husband is great. He's really great. He's just feeling good. He's changed his diet on his own. He decided to get more healthy stuff.
You were doing good until you said changing diet. Oh.
Well, he got berries and he's getting these protein shakes and he's trying to get the numbers down. You know about the numbers and stuff.
Yeah, I know about
and he tries every day and then I bought this English muffin. It was supposed to be a healthier brand. He hated it. So I brought it back to the supermarket. I said, listen, this didn't fly. Please give me a little credit. I tried.
Give me something. It didn't work with hubby.
No, it didn't work.
Cassandra, and I'm late for a break, but I have to say this. The stuff that's good for you, right? Emotionally is so bad for you. The stuff that's good for you, it's just like you want to torture men like me and your husband. Go give that stuff to Mom Donnie. Hey, Sandra, I am so late for a break, but I thank you for the call. We see all of your calls, folks. We're going to take that break, and we're going to come right back.
The Dominic Carter Show
on the Red Apple Podcast Network.
Now, from New York City to the world, it's Dominic Carter.
And we are back. So I discuss all things political all the time. And every now and then I go off topic. And yes, Matt Blaze, this is one of those times I see all of these phone calls. I'm going to try and get to as many as I can. I've got to reference the video that Catherine Trunk just sent me. I don't know if you folks have seen it, but I saw this last night. And I almost wanted to do a segment on it. A cat gets loose at Yankee Stadium, and these rocket scientists, the cat is trying to find a door in the outfield to escape. Nobody opens the door because I think they're afraid of the cat. Then they finally send out the field crew. You got 6 guys. Yes, that cat right there. You got 6 guys that are in shape like me that will never catch this cat. And basically the cat is laughing at the cat. So ultimately the players then come to the top of the dugout because they're laughing, the New York Yankees, because nobody can catch this cat. They stop the entire game. Normally they don't show you on TV when you run onto the stadium anymore, but this time they're showing the cat. They're doing play-by-play coverage, the announcers. This goes on for 4 minutes at a Yankee game. And then finally, after the men couldn't catch the cat, finally, someone said, duh, let's open a door. But Matt Blaze, this is one of those times where I'm going off topic and I'm going to get a message that's too much information. Why are you discussing that? But I got a question I got to ask you, Matt, and you got to tell me the truth. And then I'm going back to, so am I weird that I've never been into, topless bars, strip clubs? Never been into them. Never did anything for me. Am I weird?
What is wrong with you, Dominic? You are not into that?
No, they've never done anything for me. I'm bored to death. Bored to death.
Honestly, me too.
Oh, you see?
I am. You know why?
Go ahead.
Because I know that they're doing it for money, and they give you those eyes, and they're only doing it. They don't really like you. They just want your money. And and I would watch these other guys, and they would actually think that the girls were into them, and I go,
"Thank you.
You're a bunch of idiots. They're just doing it because they want your money."
Thank you. I have friends that I can't say their names. I have friends today that say, "Hey, man, let's go to a strip bar and we could pick up some of these chicks." Like, hey, stupid.
No.
She'll tell you anything you want to get your money, and then it's like, boy, bye.
Yep, and she's bringing home that money to her husband.
Right. So I'm not weird. I'm not the only one.
No.
Okay.
I felt the same way for a long time.
All right. Okay. So now I can exhale. Okay. So let's go back to your telephone calls. Let's see here. Let's go to Tony in New Jersey, line 1. Tony, what's on your mind? I only got about 30 seconds.
Okay. What are they going to do with the contracts with this DC 37, all these big unions? This mayor is beholden to these unions.
Absolutely.
But he's got no money.
He's got no money, but he's going to find a way to give away the store. You can take that to the bank, Tony. He's beholden to these unions, as you just said. He doesn't have the money, but he's going to find a way to give away the money. Thank you for the call. And quickly, Lou, in Long Island. Lou, you got 10 seconds, so make your point quickly, please.
Trivial. To have a nice T-shirt, you must iron it before you wear it.
Right, but Lou, I ain't got time, man, to be going through no ironing, no shirts. I don't have time for that because time won't give me time, and time makes lovers feel like they got something real. I am back at 3 p.m. Eastern. Have a great day, folks.
Thanks for listening to The Dominic Carter Show. You can hear The Dominic Carter Show weekdays at 3 p.m. and Monday through Thursday at midnight and Sunday starting at 11 p.m. on 77 WABC. If you like the podcast, share it with your friends and listen anytime at WABCRadio.com and download the WABC Radio app. Hit that subscribe button on all major podcast platforms. Plus, follow WABC on social on Instagram, TikTok, Facebook, and X. See you next time for a new episode so you never have to wonder.
What the heck is going on here?